What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing. It is Saturday, the 27th of December, 2014, last report for 2014. What a year it has been. As always, the first link below will take you over to the Blogspot post. That's where you can find all of the latest madness I'm about to give you. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. Let's get back to it. Protesters confront police at site where Berkeley officer killed suspect who pulled a gun. We had another officer in Missouri, actually Berkeley, Missouri, right next door to Ferguson, Missouri, shoot and kill an 18-year-old suspect who appears to be armed in the surveillance video. I'll put a link to this, although there's speculation that he pulled out a cell phone. I don't know. You know, the surveillance video, he definitely pulled something out and pointed it at the cop. I do want to send a shout-out to alternative media. Let's see. Stack is short. We had a live streamer on the ground 5 minutes after this shooting happened. We had images flowing to us. I'm going to put a link to her Ustream channel. She's got recorded video of the scene. So definitely some high tension between Berkeley police. They actually called it Code 2000, which means they called officers from all over the county out to deal with this. No more incidents that I'm aware of out of that one. Switching over to Sony Pictures Entertainment, these cybersecurity experts still don't think North Korea hacked Sony. This from We Are Change. A number of people coming out saying the FBI might have got it wrong and North Korea actually had nothing to do with it. Imagine that. Meanwhile, people are downloading and keeping Sony's rental of The Interview. This from The Verge. Sony apparently put it all out online and put it out at select theaters across the country. But the people that are getting it online are downloading it and keeping it. What do you expect when you put something out on the internet? It's pretty much free reign. You can put all the copyright protection behind it that you want, but this article says that they even screwed that up. Moving on, we got CDC. We got Ebola news now. CDC mishandles Ebola sample lab technician at risk. I believe this happened out of Atlanta, was it? I'll put a link from Stars and Stripes this past week. Speaking of Ebola, SHTFplan.com puts this out. Ebola cover-up, CDC monitoring 1,400 active cases, government effort to control the message. Definitely, with the new Ebola czar, not hearing much in the media about Ebola at all. Is it still something to be alarmed about? What are your thoughts on that? Be advised, FDA calls for ending lifetime ban on gay blood donations. This December 23rd from The Blaze. Not sure how I feel about that. How do you feel about that? And one more, Fox News, contaminated caramel apples linked to 4 deaths, dozens of illnesses in 10 states. Be advised if you have caramel apples in your home. You want to know about that. Over to financial news, how the Dow Jones Industrial Average fared on Friday. The Dow was up 23 points to end the week at 18,053.71. Oh man, Dow 18,000 right on. I'll put a link to that from ABC News. I tell you what, a message to the banksters, just for entertainment's sake, let's say. Can you make it go up to like 20,000? I think that would be very entertaining, especially for the alternative media community. Thank you very much. Cheap oil is a costly holiday present, says Al Jazeera America. Indeed, oil in St. Louis, $1.95 a gallon. And trust me, it's not coming without a cost somewhere. Take a look at that article. E-cigarette shops unhappy with 95% vapor tax approval. 95% vapor tax approval. It doesn't even contain nicotine from what I understand, does it? I'll put a link to that from K5. Tell me what you think about that. NIH, National Institute of Health, spending $400,000 to find out what kids think of fat characters in movies. Government money well spent. I don't know, from Fox News Politics, just madness. John Crawford's family is suing the police and Walmart. That's the 22-year-old who was shot and killed in Walmart for holding a toy gun, I believe. Good luck to his family. I hope they get everything they can get. Meanwhile, check this out. Ferguson to increase police ticketing to close city's budget gap. Increase police ticketing. That's one of the major problems in Ferguson and all around St. Louis County. Indeed, you turn on a scanner any night of the week and scan St. Louis County and surrounding municipalities in St. Louis County and listen to all of the cars, the police cars that call out on traffic. St. Louis County is nothing but a revenue generator, in my opinion. I'll put a link to that story, though. Do they honestly think things are going to get better? Increasing ticketing? Okay. Good story here. $5 homemade shotguns handed in at $100 gun give back program. If you can make a $5 shotgun, you can get $100 from the police. Check that out. And check this out. One more in the financial bin. $2 million missing after Hong Kong van spills cash on the road. Over to New World Order and Police State News now. Former Milwaukee officer not charged in the fatal shooting of mentally ill man. This happened a while back, but it just came out December 22nd, and he is not going to be charged. No doubt will stir up yet even more unrest across the nation. It began Massachusetts man to be charged over 4-word Facebook post. Put wings on pigs is what he posted. He's going to be charged, I guess, with making threats towards law enforcement. Related to that, 2 additional suspects arrested for social media and phone threats against the police. This came out December 24. That's the NYPD that's making those arrests. One story to go with those 2 stories. Check this out. Pre-crime software can tell police who will commit a crime based in part on social media posts. This is from Swan, December 17, 2014. Be advised, watch what you say on the internet. Other news going on. Supreme Court says police may violate your rights if they have mistaken understanding of the law. This came out December 24. Put a link to that. Mistaken understanding of the law. United Nations Arms Trade Treaty now in effect. Be advised, I will put a link to that information. Went in effect on Christmas Eve. A lot of you guys are already aware of that. Put an article as to what that means. Fox News has this. Check this out. High school Islamic vocabulary lesson is part of Common Core standards. Be advised, December 20, 2014. Mainstream news. We were crazy years ago. I don't feel safe with a gun in my house. Gun control PSA tells kids to steal their parents' guns, turn them in to their teacher. December 22nd. I believe there's a video on that. I am not making it up. You really want to check that out. What happens when a kid takes his gun to school to give it to his teacher and then accidentally shoots himself or a classmate? The Telegraph. Over to World War III news now. Al-Qaeda warns of more lone wolf attacks to come. What else is new? 2015. If 2014 is any indicator, 2015 ought to just be madness. We Are Change as this Pentagon unveils new name for ISIS 25 times in one speech. I think it's something derogatory to their religion or something like that. Anyway, I'll put that. December 21. Be advised, new name for ISIS. Daily Mail has this. U.S. military shot down MH370 because they thought it had been hijacked and was about to be used in a terror attack, claims former airline boss. Is that the one that we think landed at Diego Garcia? It's crazy that there's so much going on, we can't even remember one from the other. We Are Change, another one from them. Forget nuclear arms. The U.S. and Saudis are behind an oil price crash that could topple regimes in Russia and Iran. Yeah, no doubt. December 23rd. Oil prices, it's going to come at a cost. The Week has this. China's leader is telling the People's Liberation Army to prepare for war. December 22nd, 2014. Put a link to that. Another one from We Are Change. Man, they put out some good stuff this week. BBC World Service fears losing information war as Russia Today ramps up their pressure. December 23rd, 2014. Put a link to that. InfoWars comes out with this. Government is hoarding food into bunkers at record levels. This came out December 24, 2014. A lot more food going into bunkers that we were all talking about like back in 2012. World War III coming? I'm not saying it is, but just be advised. One article not related to that, but I thought it was somewhat related. U.S. families prepare for modern-day apocalypse. Tuesday, the 23rd, December 2014 from Sky News. Put a link to that. Over to Earth Changes in 2012 news now. Looks like we haven't had any big quakes in the past week. We just got a 6.3 out of Indonesia on 12/21. The rest of them from 12/8, 12/7. I'll put this link in USGS. Big quakes on the left, small quakes on the right. A lot of 3-pointers, 4-pointers going on out there. Definitely a good resource to check for updated quake info. Deadly EF3 tornado hit Marion County, Mississippi. 4 killed. Crazy tornadoes on Christmas Eve. I'll put a link to that. I remember a couple of years back when the tornado hit Joplin, Missouri. That was just devastating. My thoughts to everybody involved down there in Mississippi. Terrifying moment when a soccer player was hit by lightning. This from ABC 13 Eyewitness News. A soccer player hit on the field. Speaking of lightning, gone in a flash the moment a car explodes into pieces as lightning allegedly hits it during a high-speed police chase after he robbed a church. Divine intervention? I don't know. I'll put a link to it from the Daily Mail. Cool story. Active sun unleashes massive solar flare, be advised. From Space.com on December 20, 2014. Sun doom. I don't think it was Earth-directed, from my understanding. Waterfall freezes over in Yellow River in China. I never actually seen a waterfall freeze over. Usually because it's moving water, they stay in motion, don't they? Weird. Obama increases allowable levels of radiation in drinking water dramatically. This came out December 18, 2014. I don't know this website, so you might want to look into that. And mysterious illness sickens sea turtles off Cape Cod. NBC News has a video report on that. We're doing nothing but destroying the oceans, in my opinion. Over to strange and bizarre news. Got some strange stuff this week. Feds bust alleged Delta Airlines gun smuggling ring. Did you hear about this story? This guy who, I guess he worked as a baggage handler, snuck like hundreds of guns through airports because he didn't have to go through TSA. Hundreds of guns transported from here to there over a distance of time. Good. Like what if he was transporting like nuclear weapons or something? No checks and balances at all. TSA officer arrested after his wife was found dead inside a van. What's this about? December 22nd from Breaking 911. Passenger tossed after flipping out over staff's Merry Christmas I'm sorry, but this asshole, you know, somebody told him, I think it was a flight attendant, told him Merry Christmas, and he goes on his tirade, I don't celebrate Christmas! I mean, can you just say thank you and go about your day? Bad enough the lady's working on Christmas, you gotta give her a hard time. Mean people suck. Man charged after throwing Christmas tree at spouse, police say. I don't know where this happened. This is out of, I guess it's out of Toronto, December 21. People just not in the Christmas spirit, I guess. Video shows Iowa officers injured while man rams his car into squad car. Is that the one? Yeah, I think that is. Check that video out. That's like there was a restraining order involved, and the guy was around the street, and the cops was talking to his wife, who has and here he comes. Man, the holidays make people do strange stuff. I know how that goes. The Denver Post, Denver and the West. Adams County deputy shot another local cop during triple homicide arrest. Well, friendly fire happens sometimes. Happened to us on Blog TV, I remember, a while back. But, you know, friends get kicked out of rooms sometimes. It happens. Friendly fire. Gateway Pundit has this. Breaking: Mayor Rahm Emanuel's son choked and mugged in Chicago. Oh, I'm so sorry, Rahm Emanuel, that happened to you guys. And one more. Reporter accidentally gets high next to burning heroin. For all of the news, please check my favorite videos. I have favorited quite a few videos over the past week. Thank you to everybody who puts out content, keeping me informed. I do appreciate you. At least pull it up, check over the titles, see if there's anything over there you don't know about. Do got some shout-outs this week. Shout-out to James Woods. Calls Al Sharpton a race pimp and says he's a disgusting pig, is responsible for NYPD murders. James Woods, right on. Big shout-out to you from the Daily Mail. Shout-out to Santa. Santa helped soldier overseas propose to his girlfriend. This from Hawaii News Now. Please keep our men and women in the armed forces in your thoughts this holiday season. Even though a lot of us don't agree with these wars, they are still putting their lives on the line. So big shout out to Santa for helping out there. Homeless man receives $100, spends it on others. Shout out to this homeless man. Definitely a heartwarming story here from Hawaii News Now. They got YouTube video on that. Check that out. That's all I got for this week, guys. If you like the report, please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I think it sucked. This is the worst of YouTube. You never want to see again. Please write, though. It helps me move around. I do appreciate it. You can also follow me on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter for live show alerts, breaking news alerts, new upload alerts. Always posted over there when they're up. Just a year of utter madness. 2014, man. What can I say? I might do a recap later in the week, but, you know, if this year has been any indicator, 2015 should just be off the chain. I mean, hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's quiet. We can all hope for peace, but it appears to be nothing but madness rolling our way. I want to thank everybody who supported this channel, who supported these reports. You guys who rate the videos and share them, I really appreciate you. Thank you. It's been a crazy year of reporting news, but I say let's keep it going into next year, and we'll see where this crazy ride takes us. Until the next one, you guys take care. Stay safe always. I will see you on the next one.